Play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it.
Hey y'all, hey, welcome and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Onisha. If you're not new, you guys, welcome back to another video. Y'all, today is gonna be a day in the life of a cluster lash tech. So I'm gonna also go ahead and do a products video with you guys after I've done all my clients for the day. Y'all will get that at the end of the video. So I'm gonna give y'all my gems. I'm gonna give y'all products I use. I'm not giving y'all the fake or not. I'm literally gonna give y'all every product that I use to do clusters, what works for me. Now I can say that when it comes to glues, my glue works for me. That's just what it is. My glue works for me. I'm an in-the-house lash tech. If y'all didn't know, I'm from South Carolina. So I'm saying that to say my glue personally works for me. It works for my clients here. That doesn't mean that the glue may work is perfection. Now I'm telling y'all try it out and see, because I done had to try different glues. Mind you, this was actually the first glue I started with, but I wanted to change it because of it technically saying it's not waterproof. But I done had clients come to me, said, you know, cry, whatever, sweat it, however, lashes still last up to 4 weeks. So it's up to you how you as the lash tech prep your client and everything before you start putting the clusters on. And it's up to your client once they leave out of your chair to maintain it. Now, they may not be able to wash their lashes, but like I tell my client, you can always wash behind your eyes. Wash your eyes, like the rag, and wash up under it gently, and you could go over and wash your eyelids gently. You don't have to scrub it, or you shouldn't submerge your eyes in water, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm just saying that to say products work for different people. I'm not saying don't try it out, but these are products that work for me that I can honestly recommend, that I know I'm getting results. I know I'm getting long lasting clusters and everything. Back to preparation. Your preparation matters as well. What people fail to realize that are not clean hands. Us as lash techs, you gotta have clean hands. You messing with somebody's eyes and you going into somebody's face. I always double cleanse, meaning I'm gonna wash my hands before each client, and after that I'm gonna go in with some Germ-X while I'm doing my consultation. Hey, what's that we doing today? Or we just having random conversation. I'm going in with my Germ-X. I'm getting myself prepared, because I know, for one, I have to touch somebody's eyes. I have to go into somebody's face. So I have to do that. Tools. You got to make sure you disinfecting your tools and cleaning your tools. With that one, I will go into more details later on in the video. Like I said, with the product links, give you guys the rundown. What I use these tools for, what's that. I know it's a lot of cluster lash techs that y'all feel like when you ask certain people, they don't give you the gems. When you ask, they be like, oh, it's in my ebook, go click the link in my ebook. Now, I'm not saying that's not a strategy to market, because it is. That's a strategy to market. They want you, instead of them answering their questions like I'm answering yours, they're gonna give you the link. Here's my ebook, everything you need to know from products, application, all that. Here's my ebook, which is understandable, because when you're a business owner, you want to make a profit. You want to be able to sell certain things. And to be honest, that's not saying don't buy the ebook, because you never know. Different people know different techniques. What I know, somebody else may not know, or somebody else may know more than me because they've been doing this longer than me, or have different tips and tricks as well. So you just never know. I'm not gonna downplay buying somebody ebook or doing that. Did I do it? No, because I always been a cluster girly. So with me practicing on like the family before I started actually taking clients, that helped strengthen me up. That helps me, you know, I want to take different clients for different models. That helps get my technique better. That helps me form different sets. I'm not doing the same sets. I'm not doing the same clusters, same design, same all that, if you get what I'm saying. So I don't want to ramble because it's actually currently 9:19. I had a client at 9, but I guess she got up late. I don't know. She wanted to push back to 9:30, but I told her I couldn't do 9:30 because I have a inspo model client coming at 10, and she wanted cluster tops and bottoms, and I wasn't going to be able to do that. My tops takes 40 minutes. That includes preparation and tape down. That includes the shampoo, drying, tape down, all that. And then she also wanted bottoms. I wasn't going to be able to do both of them at 9:30 because, like I said, they've been pushing into my 10 o'clock. But I told her she could come at 11. That would be good. I'll be able to get both of them done. But yeah, so that's all I have to say, I think. Oh, and description box. When it comes to my lash tech videos, everything I used in that video will be in that description box. I repeat, everything I use in that video will be in my description box. I know in my old videos that I don't have nothing in my description box with links. But I honestly think I'm going to go back and add the links in there in the description box so y'all can see and actually pin it and update it in the comments. I know on my newer videos I have links like linked in my description box. My old videos I'm gonna go back, I don't think I did in some of them honestly, but I'm gonna go back and start linking my products, chair, lamp, glue, tweezers, all that. So yeah, make sure you guys are looking in that description box. Like I said before, if you use my link, I will get a small commission. You just wanted to advise y'all and tell y'all that I will get a small commission based on you guys clicking my link. If you don't want to click my link, you could just copy the name, I guess, and just insert it in Amazon. But you love watching your girl, so why not help me make a little more money? You know, giving y'all the gems help me help you. But yeah, all that will be listed below, and like I said, if it's not in my other videos, I will go back and link that because I know a lot of people are finding me from my older videos. So yeah, we'll be doing that. That's about it, you guys. So yeah, go ahead and in there right here, because I honestly don't know how much storage I have on this SD card because I have different vlogs on this SD card. I actually have a lash tech or a cluster lash tech. Y'all know what I'm doing. I said it in the other videos, so I'm just say lash tech. But today I said cluster lash. Y'all get what I'm saying. I actually have a lash tech that needs to come out that I'm gonna try to push out tomorrow. I'm gonna try to edit that today and get it uploaded for tomorrow because I'll be going out of town. This is why my hair look like this, y'all. I know sometimes I come up here with a bonnet. Sometimes I come up here just with my hair out or how I have it. But today I had to come up here with the bonnet. My hair is still in its natural state. I have to wash it. I washed my wig last night and cut it. I tried to even it out in my bob, so it was already cut into a bob and I tried to even it out, but I made it shorter, but it looks even, so we're gonna see how it looks on me. If not, the curly wig gonna go back on and we're just gonna call it a day and throw that one out, which I really don't because I love the closure on it, but I don't know. I hope it's not too short. I make some shit work, something. But yeah, I'm sorry I'm coming on here, you know, a little crazy, but all that will be getting done in another video. But yeah, I don't want to talk too long because like I said, I don't know how much storage I have on this SD card, and this SD card got to fill me for the whole day for both videos until I'm able to export some clips off of the SD card to get deleted. Well, I can delete certain stuff because I don't need that anymore. So I'm probably going to go in and delete some stuff. But yeah, I'll pick y'all guys back up when my clock gets here. Hopefully she's still coming. Said she was yesterday, so yeah. I just wanted to introduce the vlog to you guys, and I'll pick y'all back up a little later.
I need you poolside, you've been on my mind. What if you want mine? We're doing better anyway. I like your soft side, I like you on top. You make my heart stop. You make being me less hard. Got to quit my job. When I take it, that's just what you gotta do. I'ma take that, that's why I keep calling you. Diamond boy, why you so shiny? Diamond boy, gon' get behind me, whoa. Diamond boy, your light so blinding. Baby, if it's only tell me, am I saying too much? And baby, if it's only tell me, am I saying too much? Baby, if it's only to tell me, am I doing too much? Baby, if it's only to tell me, if it's only to tell me.
Look, I got enemies, got a lot of enemies.
Back in business.
Hey, tryna fuck up my day. Fuck going online, that ain't part of my day. I got real shit popping with my family too. I got niggas.
Alright, you guys, I'm back. I just got done with my last client. So like I said, I'm gonna give you guys a little rundown on my products and everything. I'm just really gonna give y'all really the necessities. If you have questions about other things, y'all could just leave them down below. But let me get some drink first. Okay, so let's get started. So the main thing you need is a lash bed or a lash chair. Now, I started doing lashes in 2023, so I've really been doing, it'll be my 2-year anniversary, December the 9th. So I started off with a lash bed. And as y'all know, recently, I just got the recliner chair. And I'm not gonna lie, I honestly like the recliner chair more than the lash bed. I feel like it's made my clients comfortable, and it's just easy for me. They get let down, let back up, and it's not straining on their back. So that's really just up to you. I'll say start off to what you can afford first, and then work your way up. Ring light. You need a ring light. I can link mine down below, or you could get the circle one. I'm gonna link both of them. The one I got, and then another one that I feel like I want to get. So detachable fan. It has a little detachable thing you can put on your ring light. I like this because when I do my clusters, this fan is always on. It helps speed up the drying process and everything. And so while I done rinsed them after the shampoo, I have this on that gives me time to get my glue rings out, get my glue together, the clusters, all that. So I feel like you get one of these that are attached to be hands free, and you ain't got to worry about stressing your client. Hold this fan, do that. You just have something already attached that works for you. This right here, this is my container where I put my mixture in of barbicide and water. As you can see, you lift it up. See my tweezers, they're in there. So that's just a mixture of barbicide and water. This is what the barbicide bottle looks like. And like I said, all this stuff will be linked below. I done had this ever since I started. You really don't need to put a whole bunch of the disinfectant in there. It'll tell you that on there. But I know some people, when they disinfect, they either scrub their tweezers with these little brushes, or you can get the other brush with the long handle like they have at the nail salon when you have to go wash your hands. You get them antibacterial soap, put that on there and scrub the tweezers first and then put it in the barbicide. Or me, I just put them in the barbicide first, then when I take them out, wash them and scrub them with the Dial soap. Well, Dial soap, antibacterial soap, I just make sure it's antibacterial. So it's really your preference if you want to antibacterial first, wash them, and then put them in the barbicide, or put them in the barbicide and do that. Because I really keep mine in there until I have a client, or after so many days, I take them out, wash them, let them dry, and I put them in my tweezer holder. Tweezers. I already put them in there. When it comes to doing clusters, I like, can y'all see? I like the little boot cut like that. that is easier for me to pick the tweezers up at the bottom. It works for me, so them the type that I like. What else? Rinse bottle and shampoo. I make my own shampoo. I just get a shampoo concentrate and mix that with how many pumps it says and water, and I make little shampoos for if they need it or whatever. But I don't really use this. I don't really give this to my clients for clusters because I have clients that say it lasted so long with the water, but I really don't think the glue that I have is really that much waterproof, but they be proving me wrong, so they might can. But this is strictly for when I shampoo them to get down a good foundation, make sure it's clean, everything, so that the clusters will last and will stick. These right here, if I can get them, let me just pick it up. This right here, I use this to wipe their tears, collect tears when their eyes get watery. It does wonders with catching it. Glue, that's your main question. What glue do I use? What glue do I use? This is the glue that I use, you guys. And yes, I know it says individual eyelash glue. Why? I'm not sure. Maybe the manufacturer just do that. But this is not individual lash glue. When you look it up, it says cluster lashes. When you go, you can also buy this at the hair stores. It's over there with the cluster lashes. So I'm not sure why the brand did what they did. It doesn't even have the same chemical that reacts to your eyes as in individual lash glue. It's a certain chemical in individual lash glue that's needed for that glue. That is not that, so I'm not sure. Spoolies. You need spoolies. I use the spoolies to shampoo. I used to get the little shampoo brushes, but you get more spoolies than you get shampoo brushes in the pack. So I use this to shampoo, dry them. Even when you do individuals, you need spoolies. Next, care tape, the little blue tape. I also use the clear tape when I don't have my blue tape. As you can see, this one is gone. I have to throw that away. Eye patches, hydro gels to put under there. I use these to go along with my tape down. I put it under the eye, give them that cooling experience, and then I tape down their bottoms. These micro swabs right here. These micro swabs right here is used for this seal. Now, I'm going to break this down to you guys. I use the seal that come in the cluster lash kits. When you order you some clusters, you get the bond and the seal. I don't use the bond. I just simply open the seal part, stick this in there, and dab it at the top of the cluster lash when I get done. After I dab both eyes, I'll probably go under and dab underneath, but I don't go back in this. Just if it's some left over, I'll just do it like that. That is what this is for. So with seal, you can order seal on Amazon individually as well. Like I said, I don't use the bond. It's some cluster lashes out here that will put on the bond first with a separate applicator like this, put it on there, and then they use a different glue like how I use, and they feel like it's extra protected. Now, do they use the seal? I'm not sure. But I have seen videos of cluster lash techs who do that. Oh, I can show y'all this. Another important thing, glue rings are important. I use glue rings to dip the cluster into the glue. I don't, let me show y'all. You see how the opening is on that glue. I don't just get the cluster and do like that. No, I actually put my glue in a glue ring on my finger, dip the cluster in it, and then apply. That's what I do. Removal. So you're gonna need some cluster. These are for my individuals. You're gonna need some cluster removal. I offer removal services. I tell my clients, I do not advise them to pull the clusters off because you're gonna be pulling your natural lashes. At the end of the day, I use glue. We all use glue to secure it, whatever. Don't pick your lashes, alright? Because then you're gonna be going bald. So I offer removal services. The one I use is Wendy Lashes Lash Remover. This one you can use, I think, for clusters and individuals, but I just use it for clusters. And it works wonders. I put it on both eyes. It sit for 10-15 minutes on both eyes a piece. Come right off. No problem. Now, I'm not gonna show y'all all of them, but I could link all of them down below. I just honestly don't feel like picking all of them up. So clusters. There are wide varieties of where you can get clusters from. There's a wide variety of where you can get clusters from. You can get clusters from Amazon. You can get clusters from TikTok Shop. Some people even sell clusters. There's a variety range of clusters where you can get, but this is what I say. Know what type of looks you're going for. Know what type of clients you're trying to attract. No. Most of my clientele, they like bold lashes. They like that dark look. They like that full look. So each time I'm going for a dark matte or fluffy full. Give you that wispy. Good length so I could get a cat eye. They like their cat eye. They like just one length sets. They like that. So I know what my client likes, so I go based off when I order. As y'all can see, I have plenty. I have literally 4 whole cases of these that never been used. So in our reality, I'm really thinking about cutting them or something and making them into bottoms. I'm not sure, but I don't use these. So I'm not gonna say that was a waste of money, but I'm gonna try to see if I can use them for something else. Or maybe when if I decide to do a lash class or something, I can get them. These are just something to practice. Or practice these so you can see how much glue you dip in and everything. Then you might get a fluffy kit. You just never know. But I always know your preference. I always know what type of clients you're trying to attract. There's nothing wrong with those clusters, but I just know my clients like that big, bold, dark look, cat eye, fluffy, wispy effect. They like all that. So with your glue rings, make sure you have a water bottle. Put water in it, put your glue in it. This goes for clusters and this goes for individual lashes as well. I put my glue rings in the water because I know with individuals glue, if you just put it in a trash can, that glue actually can turn flammable and it will really catch your trash on fire. I never did that, but I done seen other lash techs talk about it. I even do it just with the cluster glue. I never heard anything, but I don't want to be an example, so I don't want to find out. So you can either use this, put water in it. I actually got 2. I just started putting some in this, and then when I get done with my wipes, I done had this for the longest. It got glue rings, glue in it. I got water filled up and I put it in there. When it get filled up, I pour it out, re-put water in it, and go about my day. Little fans. You need little fans. Not all of your clients are the same. You're gonna have some who's used to the fumes, who's used to getting their lashes done, and you're gonna have some who eyes water badly. Not saying that you did anything wrong. Some people's eyes are just more sensitive to others. Some people don't get their lashes done all the time, so it just make their eyes sensitive. But you're gonna need this. Like I said, you have your fan up there, but I also like to have options too. When they sit up, here's a smaller fan. Sit here and do what you need to do for the time being until you feel comfortable. Mirrors. I have a big mirror and a little mirror. This mirror is used when I'm done for my clients. Sometimes I'll use it to go like this to double check my work. I'm sorry, I got a message. To double check my work and everything. But this one right here is basically what I use to look at my work while I'm lashing. Thing is this little one. Trying to see, is there anything else I need to give y'all? Oh, face masks are very optional for the tech. Face masks are optional for the client. That is something, a policy that you have to feel if you want to strict. I know some service providers, they say you don't have an appointment if you don't have the mask. I don't require people to wear a mask because half of the time I wear a mask. Now sometimes I may forget to wear a mask. Sometimes we just may be talking, yapping it up. I don't put it on. But I wear my own mask to protect me. Like I said, I'm home-based, for one. For two, I have small children. So I don't want to come in contact with somebody else and then give it to me and then spread it to them. Or even my boyfriend. Let's see what else. I honestly think that is, you guys. I don't think it's nothing else. I really think I done showed y'all. I'm trying to look at both of my cards. Oh, bottoms. They make cluster bottoms, but most of my girls go for the individual look. They go for that. Why? They like the natural look. They just look like clusters. They like that natural, more flirty kind of look bottoms, things like that. So I will also link these. Well, I actually didn't get these from Amazon, but I could find some to link down there. They're nothing but J curl, so Disinfectant wipes. I got these. I got 2 of these from Dollar Tree. You can pick up disinfectant wipes from anywhere, Amazon, the store, whatever. I use these to wipe down my chair when I had the Lash bed, my fans, stuff like that. Anything that somebody touch, I know that I touch, it gets wiped down. Very big on sanitization. I don't want what my client had before my other client came to spread or whatever. So I'm wiping stuff down each time. I had a client come in today while I had another client, and she was ready to get in the chair. Wait, I'm gonna wipe my chair down first. We're gonna let it dry, then you can sit down. I'm very big on that. I try to keep everything sanitized, even my hands. I'm gonna hold y'all hand when I say this. Let me sit up. I'm gonna hold y'all hand when I say this. You work with your hands. Your hands is gonna be in somebody's eyes. Your hands is gonna be somebody's face. So don't let what you do or doing outside of doing lashes, clusters, whatever, that your client gonna know. If you just went to the bathroom, your hands don't need to smell like bathroom, wash them. If you smoke, your hands don't need to smell like that, wash them. Digging in your butt, whatever the case may be. Little TMI, but you just never know what people doing with their hands. You never know. Wash them. I always double cleanse. I go in 2 times with my antibacterial soap, make sure I get a good lather, wash them, dry them off. When my client gets here, I'm going in with some Germ-X, double cleansing. I know I'm messing with people's eyes. I know I want somebody who hands are clean, sanitized. I don't want nobody who hands dirty, or I can smell your hand or know what you've been doing with your hand. No, we don't want that. So, sorry y'all, I'm trying to clean up. But make sure you guys are washing your hands. You working with your hands. So your client don't need to smell that, shouldn't, any of that. Oh, paper towels. These, I use regular paper towels to shampoo. I used to use the one that come in the box that everybody using on their face, but I'm not spending that money when I could just get paper towels. They're going in the trash anyway. I'm just using them to wipe the shampoo off, help rinse, dry, and all that. I don't need no high tech. Just get paper towels. You can also get dental bibs to go over your chair or on your lash bed. I use them from time to time. Right now I don't got them, so I honestly just double up, make sure I'm sanitizing good and all that. But the dental bibs is basically like if anything from their hair get on your chair, or you know how like oil, stuff like that. Or it's also a good place to, if clusters fall or lashes, they fall on a dental bib. Easy clean up, things like that. That's pretty much it, you guys. Like I said, I got my carts. I guess I could find y'all guys some carts on there too. If you like, I actually have 2. So 2 just hold all my stuff. And honestly, my other cart just look kind of messy, but it is what it is. As long as my main cart looking good, then I'm good. Music wise, how do I play music? I play music on my iPad. My iPad get loud enough in my little space that I don't need no speaker or anything. Sometimes I may get my speaker out the room, but I trap off my iPad. That is pretty much it, you guys. I hope the products I gave y'all will get y'all a good start of what products I use, what products you need to start a lash cluster business. If you have any questions about products you didn't see in the video, or products about, well, questions about products that you've seen in the video that you want like a little more confirmation on, or if it's another question or things like that, you can leave that down below. Y'all, today was a full client day. I think I serviced 2, 4 clients. It was originally supposed to be 5, but one of the girls kept giving me a runaround. I don't know if I talked about it in the video. One of the girls totaled their car, and yeah, it was just kept being a runaround. It was if probably I gave her time, she was like, yeah, that's cool, and she still didn't come. So sometimes you have that too. You just got to know how to be prepared and handle it as a business person. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope I gave y'all a full insight. Like I said, if you have questions or comments, please leave them down below. I will answer them in the chat. If you're new here, please make sure you guys subscribe. to the channel. If you're not new, thank you guys for continuing to tune in to my videos, continue to watch me, and continue to leave me like the little comments down below. I enjoy talking to you guys and answering you guys' questions, helping out as much as possible as I can. And I will just see y'all in my next video, to be honest. So I'll see y'all then.
Oh.